Raider Nation, what's happening? What's happening, Raider Nation? Welcome to the Raider Nation Drinking Club, man.
Whoa!
The
What's
first
the deal?
preseason game is in the books, man. The season's less than a month away. I'm excited. I'm ecstatic, and I'm excited. It was a good time yesterday out there. It was a good time yesterday out there in the parking lot, man. Um, what's up
Sir.
first, real quick to all our peoples in the chat, Tamika, Melissa, D Menace, my brother, man. What's
The
happening, baby?
menace was happening.
What's
My
happening?
guy.
What's
What's up,
happening,
Tamika?
man? Everyone, getting ready to come in, man, and then you see the score up there: Nation 34, Santa Clara 7, on what ended up being one of the flukiest, luckiest touchdowns I ever
Lucky.
saw in my life, preseason, regular season, whatever. Um, People on the radio, people on television were like, "Oh, interception Raiders," and then all of a sudden we were like, and then all of a sudden they're like, touch. We're like, huh? What just happened
Right?
there? I was like, oh, the
Right.
cameraman was on the wrong person or something. But then when on the replay, we all saw what happened. Duke Shelley, man, you got to catch balls, bro. You
Gotta
got to
catch
catch
it.
balls. You
Hey,
got to catch.
but back in the
You know
day,
what's
they say that's why he played. That's why he played defense.
That's why he
If it-
played defense.
yeah,
But
but
but you
in
pick
these
it up.
days, you gotta have that. Yeah, we need
Yeah,
those. We need
you got to
those.
pick it up and catch those, man. And you know it's funny, GQ. I remember right before that play, you was just saying, like literally right before that snap, you were saying this right now when we need that timely interception, and we were like, you were like, oh, I just said this. We was going crazy because we thought we had it,
We thought
but
we had it.
it's all good. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Because all I wanted, obviously, I love looking at that final score against Santa Clara. I love looking at it. Um, it's preseason, so it really don't matter. Um, it really don't matter. It really don't
The
in
score.
reality. But all I wanted to see was all I wanted to see was health. I ain't heard about no injuries, no whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Dylan Parham.
And I want
We got
what's
we
that?
had we had Dylan Parham got hurt.
Farm.
I don't
Yeah,
think it's going to be too serious or anything like that, but
yeah,
I do
yeah,
remember him
yeah.
limping off the field.
Right. No serious injury. No nothing worth
Yeah,
someone's gonna miss time or whatever kind of shit. And so that's what I was interested in. I was in energy. If you was watching that game, Raiders defensive players were flying around everywhere. Like they were everywhere. The thing was, we had heard about this the last few days about how that's how it was in practice. We was dominating. We was everywhere. We was getting picks. We was turning them over left and right. All this stuff. So to see that defense, and more defense actually show up and play like that. Again, all I ever want is effort, man. That's all I ever want. Obviously, I want the picks and I want, but you got to have that effort before that even starts to happen.
right.
So that's why I thought Marcus Peters was such a big signing, just because of the type of dude he is and the type of dude Max is to get in and get these other youngsters just buying into that. I know most people probably saw that Max interview and how fired up he is about he's tired of this shit. That's what he said. I'm tired of this shit. I'm ready. I'm ready for the playoffs, man. I'm ready to make a run. We want championships, man. We need to get back there. This one preseason game against a bunch of second and third stringers by our second and third stringers. So yeah, we're not gonna go too much more like crazy over that, but still, it's that's what I wanted to see. All right, our brother Quiet Q is in the building. Let's try to bring him in real quick. The quiet one. What's happening?
Hey, hey.
What
What's
up,
up, Raider
family? Hey,
Nation? What's up, GQ? What's up, Mighty Thor?
Oh
what
man,
up, Marty?
we celebrating a solid performance of what I wanted to see: health and energy, man. Health and energy. And of course the
sure.
final
For
score
sure.
was nice too, being it was the Niners, who now all their fans are gonna say what we'd expect them to say. Oh man, it was only preseason. Our
Right.
starters didn't play. Guess what? Our starters didn't play either, man. I didn't see Max out there.
Right.
I didn't
Right.
see Chandler out there. I didn't see Marcus Peters out there. I didn't see Jimmy G out there. I didn't see none of them dudes out there. So
Renfro, Devontae, Jacoby Myers.
right,
You know what I mean?
right.
List goes on.
Hey man, it was good to get out there and get some action in, man. And whether they were starters, backups, man, like GQ always say, the preseason do mean something, and we got
Mm,
that good depth. You can't go wrong with depth, man. We've been short on that for a lot of years, man. So it's good to see we got some depth.
right.
And
Definitely, definitely.
you know what? Whether it's preseason or not, what everyone in the NFL can agree on is that the 49ers are a good football team, top to
Yeah,
bottom, right?
for
They're
sure.
a quality team. They have quality coaching. They have a quality defense, right? And they have quality offense. Now, the quarterback, obviously, he was a surprise and nobody really had his numbers. So he's going to have to prove himself this year, right? With having tape and everybody knowing what he got. But we know that the Niners are a quality team and they have quality depth. So for me, like you said, like I always say, to see our depth compete against another team's depth who is a quality team, it's still encouraging. It's one game, yes. It's preseason, yes. It's early, yes. But when you're looking at continuity, you're looking at shit being consistent and consistency, and you're looking at from what we've been hearing about the team to what we can actually physically see, it's been the same, right? A lot of the same story about the defense and their tenacity and their aggressiveness and their flying to the ball. We're seeing that play out in the game, right? We're seeing that play out in other practices. So, no, does that mean that we're going to go to the Super Bowl? No, it don't. But it's positive to see that we're moving forward in that direction, man. And this defense is going to be something, man. It
And we
really is.
definitely was on the right side, man. You know, it was what I think his final score was 35-7 or something,
Yes, sir.
34.
34-7.
34 to
Yeah,
7.
so in this preseason, and you like you said, GQ, they're a quality team, but it's good to be on the right side of that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? We're on
right.
the right side of that. So if we had lost, you know, all the Raider fans, so-called Raider fans that are Raider haters would have been like, oh, see, here we go, blah, blah, blah. It's just good to get on the right side of something and jump out and you see the defense flying around.
Right.
So I can only imagine, for me personally, I can only imagine when the starters get out there and you got Jacorian Bennett, our rookie, who I think is something to be messed with, who my son always talks big on, and we got Marcus Peters on the other side.
Right.
Right.
And that
Right.
pass rush, the D tackles is working. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
definitely something to be excited, a little excited about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited also about the D line, bro. I I just don't know. Obviously, Max didn't play and Chandler didn't play, and the kid we drafted, the young kid, we still don't really know what's up with him yet. I'm thinking he'll probably be back in, before the season starts, but he's a rookie. And we got Chandler. He probably wasn't playing too much anyway, like that. He might though. Who knows? They might move Chandler in
Right.
or move him over to linebacker, or they might whatever. Who knows? But
Who knows? Right.
so with all that, with all them people not in, to see what our D line did, bro, them fools is
Yeah.
coming out there. We got 2 sacks in the first 3 plays. We got like 4 sacks in the first half or something. We had 4 turnovers in the game. One was a pick, one was a fumble recovery, and the other 2 were turnovers on downs, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, that's better than a sack. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. And then the one touchdown they did get should have been intercepted.
Right. Should have been a pick. Should have been a
Yeah.
pick.
So
Yeah. Right.
just
So
working out
just
the kinks, man.
yeah, working it out, man. But I'm a believer, man. I'm a believer, bro. I'm a believer. I'm a believer. It's funny. So the tailgate was going on yesterday. It's preseason, so it's a little different. Black Hole's not doing their tailgate, but what's it called? The Wrecking Crew and the Ooze Nation and all that out there, and And so we over there in the jail out with them and doing it up. We actually got 4 new members to initiate out in the parking
Yeah.
lot. We Raider friends, we doing it and having a good old time, bro. And dude, it's great to see that we out there believing and people talk all that about the Niner fans, how many there were. Yeah, they paid their money to go. That's good because I
Yeah, for
ain't
sure.
paying that kind of money to go to a preseason game that don't count. But there was some of them in the tailgate. There wasn't. There it was in the tailgate was like probably like 8-10 to 1 Raider to Niner fan, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
and then I just went and got my free drinks at Caesars, and I went over to Mandalay and watched the game and whatever. Um, but from what I heard, you could hear the Raider fans in there way louder than the Niner fans. So people were saying, but I also heard from people who did go to the game that it looked that bad because red is gonna stick out on TV like that.
Most
But it was
definitely.
more like it was. They were like, I honestly believe it was more Raider fans, but it was close. It was like 55-45, or you know what I'm saying.
Right, for
So
sure, for sure.
it wasn't as how people make it like, oh, it was 90. Whatever, man. And it's preseason. All I know is for all them Niner fans that flew out to Vegas to pay $200 to go to a game that don't even count because they thought they was going to start talking all that shit to us. Ha ha ha! That's what you get. The
For
fuck you.
sure. Hey,
I
man, I love it, man. I love it. You know what I mean? We've been at this for a minute, man. Like, we know Red stands out, but the players on the field. Players on
yeah.
the field, like you said, it wasn't starters, but yeah, y'all came out here to Vegas to have a good time. You lose 7-34. That's not a good feeling.
No.
It didn't look like
No.
you were ever in the game. It didn't look like your offense could do really anything. You
Right.
know, the touchdown they did get, I think we went for it on. Got a turnover on downs. I don't know
Right.
if it was at midfield, deep in their territory or whatever.
We
But the
should have had
touchdown
a
y'all got,
defensive touchdown too, but I digress. We should have had a
hey,
defensive touchdown on that pick. Got ran back to the 2. Got ran back like 50 yards and
Niner
got
fans,
huh,
Niner fans need to worry about Trey Lance and them trading up to pick him at number 3, and
bro.
y'all might cut him or he might be our third string quarterback.
Bro, they gave up 3 first-round picks for that dude.
Yeah, I ain't finna talk too much about him, but yeah, that's the way all that. And good luck with all that.
Yeah, yeah, for real. Like that's
And I,
that's he going out with he the new Jamarcus Russell.
ha, 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 ha. I'm gonna just
Uh,
laugh at that one.
yeah, hey, but we didn't. At least we didn't give up three first-round picks to get Jamarcus. We just took them.
Right. We just took him where we was at. Right.
Right, yeah. Too funny, man. Too
And then
funny.
even man, I just liked it overall. I know we're gonna get all into it, but just the O line, um, the way they protected Aiden O'Connell.
Yeah.
He came out looking solid and decisive. He's a rookie. Hopefully, he doesn't have to start this year. But from what I've been hearing and what I've seen, in the past, in that game yesterday, I just like what I saw.
Right.
Fourth round
So
pick, I like what I saw. We got weapons,
right.
man. We got weapons. We got a good old line. You just need a quarterback that can get the people the ball.
Right.
And I'm back.
Hey.
Welcome back,
Yeah.
G.
Technical difficulties. Hey, shout out to my boy Wasted Talent. I was watching his show the other day. Hey, I guess we got us a technical show here. He said he had the glitch show. He had a glitch show the other day. Him and Hammer was on. He had to keep logging off and logging back in. You know what I mean? Because StreamYard was tripping on him. So here we go, Raider Nation Street Club with our motherfucking glitch show.
It
Hey,
happens.
man,
Bro. Technology.
shout out to
man.
the chat, man. Shout out to the chat. I see my wife is in the chat. I don't know if she's still in here though.
Yeah.
Love you, babe. Miss you. You know.
I don't know if she's still in here, but she was in here because
Yeah.
that was a minute ago. But we'll see. Right on to me being here for sure.
What was y'all talking about just now? What was y'all on?
We was talking about Aiden O'Connell is what Q Suave in the building. What's happening, my brother? He was talking about Aiden O'Connell and just how he looked, man.
He looks solid, GQ. I've heard some good things in practice. And if you protect the quarterback, which I think our O line is decent enough to protect the
Yeah.
quarterback, and we got athletes and we got players on offense. We got playmakers. So you just got to be able to get them the ball. Like for the Niners, how last year how Purdy was. They got McCaffrey and Debo and whatnot. You just got to get somebody to get him the ball. Give him somebody some time. Get him somebody to get the ball. And he looked decisive.
Very
decisive.
I love what I saw too.
Hopefully he don't have to start this year, but I like the way he looked.
Look, he was 15 to 18 and he had 2 drop balls. You know what I mean? Say 17 to 18, he would have probably had, if you'd have caught those 2 passes, probably had about 180 some yards, 182, 3, 4, something like that. 185 yards, 17 out of 18 with a touchdown.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, he went 15 to 8 regardless. So he went 15 of 18 for 140 and a touchdown in his debut against, and albeit sure some of the starters, none of the starters played, but you
don't even have to qualify that, Thor. Don't even have to qualify with an explanation.
Okay, well, regardless, it's his first time ever against a quality defense. He goes 15 of 18 for 140 in the touch and a decisive victory. I mean, I actually was shocked how long he played myself. And I'm glad they let him play like that. Man. Because
I was too a little bit. I just thought that with the quote unquote Jimmy G injury, he just got there. He did in OTAs, and they really want to see what he do against live bullets. The quarterback wear that red jersey in practice, you can't hit him. So to see him get hit, get sacked, get up, come back throwing like his pocket presence.
I feel you, but they're not going to let him play this next week either against the Rams because they've already said that he's going to play because they got the joint practice kind of like what the Niners had. So I think they're really leaning more on the joint practices, telling them what they need to know, and then they're trying to figure out the 2s and 3s and who's going to make the team and who's going to get cut and this year weird, right? This year weird. You know how it normally be where they cut like 10 people here and there's this cut day and another. This year, they holding all off to the end and it's going from 90 to 53 in one big swoop. That's crazy, bro.
They're going to cut 37 people.
You take a lot of motherfuckers real quick, bro.
Yeah.
Like, oof.
So, hey, it's interesting too, and I'm messy, so I'm gonna touch on it. I think the coaches knew what they were doing. I think the coaches strategically and honestly, shout out to Black Thanos, the homie Reef, because he actually talked about it a little bit today. But he talked about something that Aiden O'Connell said out of his mouth. Aiden O'Connell didn't request number 4. I just want to touch on this for a second. and think psychologically. He didn't request number 4. The coaches gave it to him. They gave him that number because I think the coaches know and they feel the civil division in the nation about a certain somebody. So you know what? Let's clean all that up, right? We about to make O'Connell number 4. This is the new 4, right? So so when O'Connell comes and he does play and he sees all them 4, even if you don't want to go get an O'Connell jersey, Reef made a point. The way the Raiders are, our history of our numbers, like when you see somebody wearing a number 24 jersey from the front, you don't know who the fuck that is. That's strategic. You don't know you don't know until you see the back if it's a Lynch jersey or if it's a Willie Brown jersey or if it's a Charles Woodson jersey, right? So optically, as a young player, he's on the field. The other people probably going to be like, we're going to stick it to them. I'm going to wear my car jersey, and I'm going to come to the game. Well, from the field, all he can see is the front of your jersey. So he's going to see all these 4s in there. It don't matter if it's car or if it's him. He's going to see the support, and he's going to feel that support of all them 4s in the stadium when he's looking out throwing a ball. Whether that was planned or not, that's a dope psychological thing for him because he doesn't have to feel like he's in somebody's shoes or shadows. And
I like it.
I think he's playing a lot better already. Already, I think I'm about to give me an O'Connell jersey. If he has I see another game where he's looking poised like he's looking right now. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and grab you one, man. Hey, I'm with it.
I like it, man. I watched the game. For those that don't know, I'm out here in Atlanta, hanging with the fellas, man. I watched the game with my Niner partner yesterday, and he was like, "Well, y'all done gave number 4 away already." Hey, man, time waits for no one, man.
Nobody.
Hey, bro, we gave 24 away multiple times. Of course, we gave
multiple times, bro.
Of course,
multiple
we gave
times.
4. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, as we were talking about O'Connell for me, for everybody, I think for the whole nation, just as a rookie and seeing, not being sure of exactly what we had in him. People knew and people had confidence in what we had in him, but not really sure. But seeing this, getting the excitement about O'Connell, he was for sure a standout, I'll say, for everyone. But outside of O'Connell, who do you feel was a standout for you watching the game? Who was one of your standouts?
Man, let me tap in, man. 3rd round pick, man, Trey Tucker. My son been on Trey Tucker gate. He loved the draft pick, as a lot of us not. He loved the draft pick, and I think that they came out and shown the spark and the flash that he can show. And he's out there with the 2nd and 3rd stringers or whatever. So if you can imagine what he'll look like with that speed, with a Devontae out there, with a Jacoby Myers out there, with Hooper out there, with the rookie tight end out there. I like the way he flashed out there. That was one of my top ones yesterday.
Right. For me, I would have to say, along with O'Connell, Amari Burney, bro. Remember, I was talking about Burney before, and I was talking about wanting to see what he was going to bring from that linebacker position. And yes, of course, he dropped the interception, but that was still a great play, right? It was a great play on the ball. Right. He's a defensive player. Yes, we got to have those. Yes, that's sometimes maybe the difference between a championship and not. But that was an excellent play. He read the quarterback. He made a good jump on the ball, all that. Burney was having a hell of a game for me. Like, he was flashing. And that was kind of like what I wanted to see. I wanted to see him flash, see him like stand out, make some plays and stuff like that. Another guy that I was talking about before as well was Malcolm Kuntz, bro. Malcolm Kuntz is showing up again, but he did this last preseason, right? So it was kind of a shocker that
he's been big on Kuntz. I give you that.
Yeah,
for sure.
It was a shock he didn't get more burn, in the last regime, right? Or in last year. He didn't get a lot of, plays, but it was like, dang, why? Because in preseason, just like it is now, he's flashing, right? Showing his strength, showing he's setting that edge good, bro. And so, yeah, I was happy to see those two. There's a couple other cats too, but those two, Fotheringham, stand out, bro. Cole Fotheringham, bro. Cole Fotheringham, bro. Man, stand out, right, man. Right. Purple and Gold Raider. So I feel you, and we spoke on this Purple and Gold about it being preseason. We know that, but how do you develop unless you play preseason? Unless you train, right? That you don't develop unless you do that. You don't just do nothing.
I want to let Thor get his pick off.
You right. Yep.
But let me I want to back in you, GQ. I just want to say to what Purple and Gold Raider said. Yeah, it was some plays. I felt he left some yards out there because as a running back, if you've been a running back your whole life, you got to see it.
Mm-hmm.
So when you break through the hole, it was some stuff that he got 6 yards on that I thought Josh Jacobs would have got 26.
Right.
It was some shit he missed. And yeah, you got to play, but you've been a running back your whole life. So when I see him slide, it was a couple plays, I saw him slide through there, great blocking. Great pull, great open up the hole, and he got through there, and I just felt he could have did something different with the linebacker and safety. I felt it was a couple cut rights. I just felt he didn't see it. So and I think he had a good game. because he runs hard.
Yeah.
Right.
But to me, it just also showed how special Josh Jacobs is in the vision that he has.
Right.
To your
I
point,
just saw Purple say that, so I just wanted to get that out there.
yeah, I was about to say, to your point, the difference between Zeus and like a Sincere McCormick. Sincere, that boy gonna be something. I'm interested. I'm interested to see his continued development. But Thor, let's get to you, Thor. Yeah, back to you, Thor. Who standouts for you,
All right.
bro?
So I'm gonna say for me, I loved what Fotheringham was doing. I was thoroughly impressed with him. I actually did like what Zeus did, but that's because my next standout, I'm gonna just say, was the O line. The O line was out there. The O line is giving this kid time. The O line is creating holes. So Zeus, I just think, yeah, second year, he's a young kid. Maybe he hasn't learned to be paid. He's like a bull in the china shop, right? He just is going. He's going hard. He's just gonna keep coming and keep. And sure, by doing that, he's leaving some yards out there. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. He can get that. To me, that's an extra reason we really need to get Josh back, because you get Josh back, and then you have Zeus as the number two, who's gonna be a punisher. He's just like a bruiser right now. He don't have that. He's just like a puncher, I'd say. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? If you
You
put
know
it in
how
like,
Zeus reminds me of?
what's that?
Zeus reminds me of Justin Fargas.
Justin Fargas, Huggy Bear.
Yeah.
Huggy
Hey, he
Bear,
was a one
man.
cut and go, put my head down.
Yeah,
I don't see too much. I'm gonna get to this hole and I'm gonna run somebody over.
yeah, yeah.
And that's great.
And that,
When
to
you
me,
need
I
4 yards,
love
that's
that.
great. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as you run hard, that's great. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, you can't be the main dude to do that, right?
No.
Because your body's not going to be able to take it. But if you're that bruiser who comes in after they've been getting already bruised up by little Josh and
Yeah.
whatever, and hitting big ones and hitting this and hitting that, and then that bruiser starts running people over, because that like you always say, Q, they got to make a business decision when
For
this
sure.
keeps coming.
Because
So
I think I definitely think Zeus needs to be implemented in the system more. I don't think Josh can have 300, 350 carries, whatever he had last year. But if you can mix a Zeus in, dude is like 6', 6'1", 220. He a bruiser.
yeah,
Like, so you can come in here and get him in and soften the defense up.
yeah,
It was a defensive player that came out and talked about Josh, and they talked about how good Zeus was doing, and they just said they wasn't trying to knock Zeus, but they just said that Josh can make you miss and run you over. Just the dude is different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's just different. So I'm hoping that the Raiders can figure something out with him. Get him a couple extra dollars like the Giants did Saquon. You know, get him an extra $1 million or some incentives or whatever, because you can't sign a long-term deal now.
Yeah.
So hopefully they can get something ironed out and get him back in camp, bro. I think that would be an awesome 1-2 punch.
Right. I mean, I think it's gonna happen. You're starting to watch more of the running backs starting to sign, and it just go ahead and make your point, Josh. Go ahead and make your point. I'm okay with that, because you got did wrong. You got did wrong last year with that nonsense. I mean, I want to say they kind of did.
You got to put cool camp quote up, bro.
Damn, not minus the talent. Come on, bro.
Yeah, we just gonna laugh at that one. That was Hey, I just saying this. I watched something on Bo Jackson the other day on like a 30 for 30. Man, they talked about how Bo Jackson was running 4.13s and 4.19s and 4.17s. That dude was totally different, man. It's crazy that he'll never be in the Hall of Fame in football or baseball, but he was one of the best athletes I've ever seen in my life.
Ever, yeah. That's
like
crazy.
A poor, like a hella poor, like living in the alley under the Bridgeport.
Yeah, stupid.
I'm sorry. I just thought that was funny. And I feel him though, because Zeus is put together. Hey, he's put together. But
Yeah,
man, it's tough to compare anybody to Bo, man.
Yeah, it's very tough to compare anyone to Bo.
I'm
That's
still
messed
scarred
up.
about that playoff game when that basic ass tackle, man. That he never played football again. I'm still scarred. I don't even know if any of y'all remember that. For sure. It's all good, cool, Kev. You're extremely poor, right?
Yeah,
Hey, Bo was a boy. Like,
Bo was
I don't even want to
Bo
go
was
down there. I could talk about Bo forever, bro.
yeah, man,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Oh, damn, that shit is thinking of Bo just
But
kind
man,
of hurts.
Zeus is young. Say it.
Was that?
No, I was just saying, man, Zeus is young, man, and I like his ability. Like, I think he has all the tools.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe instead of trying to run somebody, I just need him to see the hole just a little better, man. Because he had some 8-yard runs that was solid.
Right.
But as somebody posted earlier, man, he also had a few that he got to the second level and he was supposed to just cut different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's a professional, and I'm nowhere near Zeus. I played running back in like 9th, 10th grade. I'm nowhere near that level or caliber. But as we watch the game and we grow old and we get older and I understand what the offensive line is doing now,
right.
He definitely left some yards out there.
Yeah. I mean, he definitely left some yards out there, bro. But again, man, it's the first preseason game. So when we're saying let's not get too high or too low. Also, let's not get too high or too low over that. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, Zeus ran hard, man. That's all I want to see. That's all I want to see is people going hard and whatever. He needs to learn that. He needs to learn a little vision, a little patience, a little some. And I think that the offensive line is good enough that you could run. I mean, obviously we was running on the Niners, so we run behind them like that, man. Man, dude, when he didn't score that TD, I was like touchdown. As soon as I was like touchdown, but you know what? Then he punched it in the next play. He barely got in. That's all that matters, man.
Because as big as he is, touchdowns are hard to come by. And seeing stopped on the 1 yard line, I felt exactly what Hassan said. Like you got to level up, and the ball was already in the proper arm. You got to wood on that. You got to let the wood on that dude to run through that tackle. He big enough, dude. He like 6 foot 220. Yeah, he a dude.
Yeah.
So hopefully, he's running back one right now, and with some film, to get back there with the running backs coach, you see where he made some mistakes at. So where he know where he needs to look at next time he's on the field.
Yep, for sure. Hey, and
I ain't bashing him or nothing, man. I like Zeus. I like the draft pick in the 4th or 5th round last year.
Yeah.
I was, I really like dude, and I think he has a chance to be great, especially behind this type of O line, bro.
Right.
Yeah,
definitely.
But we gotta pay the man.
Man, bro, get him back, man. You got to get him back, man. Hey, and then so I wanted to bring that up too. That was honestly my two biggest was the O line and the D lines, both lines, the interior defensive
both lines.
Line. Me and GQ was talking about that a little bit earlier. I was just like, man, you had no Max out there, you had no Chandler, you had no the young kid we drafted, right? We don't even know what's up with him yet, when and if he'll be back. I'm sure, hopefully, he'll be back by the start of the season. But these young cats was out there, was getting, bro. We sacked that fool twice on the first drive, like 4 times in the first half. We was all over him. We was at him. Even when we wasn't sacking him, bro, this D-line could be scary, bro. This D-line, when you got Max in there and Chandler and the young kid, dude, it could be scary, bro. I'm happy to see it, man. Just the way they're firing, man. The way they're moving around, bro. I'm excited, man. I'm telling you. I know it was only one preseason game, but I'm really starting to believe, man. My 12-5 is looking a little better, man. I'm just starting to believe.
We've been talking about it. I know. I've been talking about it all year, man. Depth. We were so thin the last number of years, man. The depth.
Yes.
If you gonna make this team or get cut, it's like a thin line, bro. We drafted people last year at D tackle. We drafted people this year at D tackle. We brought in a couple free agent D tackles. You can't. I mean, you're gonna have so many of them dudes. So how bad do you want to be on the NFL? How bad do you want to be on this team, man? I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And it's finally starting to show. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. Go ahead and take that shot, nation. Y'all see the banner? Y'all see the banner, man. Take that shot, man. Like, subscribe. Go ahead and hit that bell. Tell a friend and get them on in here and take a shot with the nation, baby.
Hell yeah, man. And get out to Vegas, man, and come have a shot with the nation in the parking lot too, man.
Yes,
Get out here, man.
Hey, that's a good segue.
We're coming out here, man. I'm trying to get everyone out here, man. We gotta get out here and do it how we do it, man.
We had a good time out there, bro. We had a
it was a good time out there. Me and GQ we had four new people initiate in the parking lot yesterday. It was good.
Are they? I gotta ask. Are they GQ official?
They GQ official. Hey, matter of fact,
they official.
Docs is mad at me because I pulled up on him and I pulled the car like, y'all, we're gonna have to run that back because from what I saw, it wasn't a kosher. He was like, nah, but boy, I drink you under the table, boy. I said, yeah, okay, well, we're gonna run it back. Nah, you know what? I do the initiation with you. Yeah, we're gonna have to run it back.
Run it back then. That's all.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Oak Las Vegas, man, to the Planet Raider Network, man, to all the homies over there, Docs, B, Mike, Big Mike, Hammer, Wasted Talent, all y'all over there, man. Shout out to them. All love to Eric, to all our homies out there.
Yep. Hey, it was really good times out here this week, man. It was the Alumni Weekend, One thing I love, man, I got a little room at Caesars. I called up a host. They threw me in there. Oh, Raider Gabe in the building. What's happening, my brother? Long time, bro. Long time, man. I hope everything's good, bro.
Gabe, salute.
But so we was over there at Caesars, checking in.
We still got to do a show, Gabe. Me and you got to hold on, Thor.
Yeah,
I'm gonna hit you, Gabe. We got to link up on his 420 special, man. You already know. You already know, player.
For sure. Yeah, but we was over there, checking in, and sure enough, like, oh shit, first walking there, oh shit, that's Rob Martin right there. Rob Martin, cool. And then we check in, we coming out. Mark Van Egan there with the wife. He was hella cool. He wanted to kick it. But he was
get him in trouble and shit.
I'm trying to hand him a brew. I'm like, hey, let's go.
They trying to check into the room. Thor over there giving him beers. His wife got all the luggage and shit. Mark
Hey, GQ Thor was telling me he was kind of tripping trying to get the brew. He didn't tell me the wife had all the luggage though.
I had to go help her with her bag. I had to go help her with the bag, man. She's like, Mark, what are you doing? He's like, he cracking. Well,
that's hilarious, bro.
Her a beer though. I beer though.
He did. He did try to give her a beer too. He tried to give his wife a beer too. He did.
I did. I tried to give her a beer too, though, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's hilarious, though.
Yeah, good times though. Plunkett, Jim was right there too. Jim Plunkett was right there too, but Jim was trying to get up out of there. He did stop. He took a flick with me real quick, but he was trying to head up out of there quick.
Yeah.
I see y'all hang out with OG Stu, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, that was a good time, man. Shout out to Stu, man.
That fool, hey, hey, I made that fool Stu drink some Chimay, bro. He was trying to talk.
Nice.
All right, Stu. Come on, bro.
Hey, man, Stu got me wanting to get to Detroit, man.
Yeah.
On the real. Stu got me, I think it's Monday Night Football. I think Stu got me really wanting to get to Detroit. Stu just seemed like a good time, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, he might be too good
Stu
a time.
seemed like a good time, man. Right?
Might have you end up in jail or something. I don't know.
Yeah, fucking around with Stu, bro.
Man, he had you right for sure. It was just a beautiful thing.
You know what's funny? I was talking to Stu Saturday after, because he was staying at Caesars Saturday, but Friday he stayed at his homies. So I hit him up. Because I was gonna go check in Saturday at Caesars. So I was like, hey, what's up? You had no? He was like, oh man, now I'm over still at the homies. I'm waiting for Fargus to come swoop me up real quick because you was just talking about Justin Fargus. I was like, oh shit, I'm lucky there now. I didn't see Fargus though, but
I didn't actually even catch him either.
GQ, you might have missed earlier. I said Zeus. I like Zeus, but he kind of remind me of Huggy Bear. He kind of remind me of Justin Fargus. Just one go hit it and put your head down and just run into somebody.
Yeah.
Hey, fall forward. God damn it.
Yeah. He gonna get you 4. Like if it's a regular play, get you 3-4.
Look, you know who he's more like? You know who he's more like? Tay Train. Latavius Murray was like that. Big, right? Yeah. He has size, but Latavius, his lateral movement all the time, he didn't see those cuts. He'll run you over. He fell forward, but sometimes you'd be like, dang, if you'd have just cut right here and hit that hole, you'd have been gone.
Yeah. That's a real good one. Cool Kev just said that too. Yeah, that's a real good one.
Mm-hmm. You feel me?
Because Taylor's big and fast.
The problem with Tay, though, man, and I love Latavius Murray. I really did. But the problem with Tay, though, was he ran too high, bro. He ran too high. And he used to get knocked back a lot. He started getting better later in his career, but he ran just way too high, man. He ran way too high.
He did.
Yep. Fuck, man. GQ having more technical difficulties, so we'll see. He'll be back up, I'm sure. You know what
like
that's for sure. And then I was telling Melissa today, I was like, that the problem with the new kid Aiden O'Connell, he looked just like that motherfucker, DC. And she was like, what? And this is what she said. I actually meant he physically looks like him because he don't look like him at all as a quarterback. But he physically look like his face is ugly.
Just in the helmet, just in the helmet.
The helmet and the mustache and the
my Niner fan I was watching the game with, he was like, man, I thought y'all let Carr go.
Right. And that's what I meant. And she was and Melissa just was like, what do you mean? He was scared? I was like, oh no. I was like, no. I meant physically like his face. And then he got number 4 in his face and like his size, everything. Like, I mean,
he's standing there like a boss, man. I like dude.
Yeah, no, he was
early. He need to get some.
Yep, he definitely did. He was not scared. He was like ready to lead it. He was ready to take. Bro, we only had like 3 penalties. Like, you know what I'm saying? There wasn't a bunch of false starts and jumping off sides and holds and shit like that. And I know we used to take a lot of them holds because people was trying to save Derek Carr's scary life as much as they could. And he wasn't even that much trouble if he would have just moved up or something. Like, he commanded the pocket well.
Pocket presence.
Yeah, definite pocket presence, bro. And that was huge, bro. So I'm excited. I'm excited for the future of that kid. And we'll see what. Oh, your wife is in the building, Q.
Hey, baby, back in here. Hey.
Yeah.
I shouted you out earlier. I think you had left though, but hey, baby.
Yeah. Yep. So
I like what he brought to the table, man.
Yeah.
And it's 1 week, it's one game.
Yeah.
We can get I'm a Raider fan. I'm a real Raider fan. I can get overly optimistic
Mm-hmm.
But as people that watch football, I just liked what I saw. I
Definitely.
like to, I've heard good things. I want him to get some more time under his belt, but I
Right.
definitely liked what I saw.
Right. Right.
Dude is a gamer, man. He didn't have a scholarship. He walked on at Purdue. He walked on, and over a
Right.
few years, he ended up, red shirting and getting the starting job.
Mm-hmm.
And then to go through all that, a depth chart for me is nothing to him. He's not scared. I just liked what I saw.
Right.
I ain't saying
Right.
he's going to be the next whoever, but you know what you're looking for in a quarterback, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep, yep. Raider Nation, Jaime, my brother just pulled up. What's up, Raider Nation? I know you've been calling Big John and all them Niner fans, and
Uh,
just give them a little something. We know it's preseason. We ain't going too crazy over it, but still, y'all
Purple and
shouldn't have.
gold. Overly optimistic all the time. That's me. For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah. Hey,
For sure.
hey, yeah. I mean, we ready, bro. I'm ready. I'm hollering until there ain't no until we can't no more till the season
Until
ends.
we
I'm
ain't,
hollering.
yeah.
We winning the game. I don't care what's going on, man. And I believe so. So when I was in the parking lot yesterday, I don't know if y'all know Samoan Raider,
Yeah,
and he was
yeah.
doing his little podcast thing or whatever, and he was hit me up doing a little interview and shit. And then there was some Niner fan there too, and the last question Samoan asked me was giving me my prediction for the year, and I said, man, bro, I've been saying 12-5. I've been saying 12-5. I ain't changing.
Back-
This before the preseason game. This before the preseason game. And the Niner fan kind of laughed. And I said, bro, I'm gonna sit here and break it down. Then I know I'm sounding like I'm just some crazy optimistic Raider fan.
Like I'm a
Yeah,
homer, right?
we
Whatever.
won 6 games last year. Okay. But 5 of them games we lost, we had a 17-point lead, bro. That's damn near unheard of, man. You got to fix that, man. We got an offensive line that is young but is pretty good, and they're only going to get better. I said part of this is predicated on Josh coming back because I believe he will. Um, but we have once Josh comes back, we have the leading rusher in the NFL, and whether he's the leading rusher or not again this year, it don't matter. He's still going to be one of the best rushers, running backs in the NFL. You got Devontae Adams, who anyone is gonna tell you is either 1, 2, or 3 top receiver in the league, right? So you have a quarterback, maybe not the greatest. Okay, he's middle of the pack, but he is in history one of the greatest quarterbacks in the red zone in the history of the game, though. You know what I'm saying? His win loss is up there also amongst the top in the regular season. So you take those 5, all of a sudden you got 11. I feel you got stronger here. I feel your team's got a lot more depth. I'm just gonna throw one more on there, and that's where I get 12. So it might sound crazy coming off 6, but looking at it like that, to me, it sounds right. Um, and then I had
You
to
know what
go
I got to
tell,
say to that?
and then I had to tell the Niner fan Brock Purdy was going to be crap this year. And then
Hey, exactly. Thor, you know what I got to say to that?
what's that?
Fuck y'all. Fuck them Niner fans. They gonna
Yeah,
scoff at everything. Let's go out there and
yeah,
prove it and show them.
yeah.
Tramps.
Amen, 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 bro. But it was
Yes,
fun talking
sir.
shit to them Niner fans,
For
man. It was
sure.
fun.
I bet.
What was happening? Big Mike was out here this
What's
week,
up, Big
man.
Mike?
Was out here this week, baby. Let's go, man.
Hey, man. I don't know if you check in, anybody check in, Who's Nation, Mr. Fitz. Oh, man, his shit be
Yeah.
so comedy, bro. His Instagram
Oh
be
yeah.
so
No.
comedy.
Yeah, Fitz. Fitz be on the show all the time. Fitz, yeah,
Yeah, that's
we
what
was
I'm
with
saying.
Fitz.
Yeah.
We was with Fitz and Samoan and all the Oos Nation. You know what I'm saying? We was out there.
If y'all don't know, man, y'all gotta tap into the dude, man. He
Yeah. I
should be
gotta mess
comedy,
with
bro.
Fitz. Fitz a fool. Fitz
Yeah,
a fool, man.
yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. For sure, man. It was really good times, man. I know Big Mike was out here. He had to leave before the game or whatever. He couldn't be out there in the parking lot with us, man. But um, Yeah, next time for sure, Big Mike. Next time, we football season right around the corner, so we're going to be regular with our Mondays. And then once football season starts, we probably finna try to do a couple times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or some shit. Um, but man, dude, I just love being out there. Q, man, ah, you know how it is, bro. You know how it is,
Man,
man.
dude, I'm already
You know
knowing.
how it is,
Like
man.
I'm excited for the first home opener, man. I'm just excited to be out there, man.
Yeah,
Even in the weather, whatever. Just I miss Oakland, bro. I missed the tailgate, so trying to tap in more with Vegas and hit them, September 120-degree tailgates is gonna make it do what it do. You know what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying? It's nothing
Yep.
like the Raider Nation. Nothing like the Raider Nation family. Yeah,
Nothing,
facts,
bro.
bro.
Nothing like it, bro. That's why I
Bro,
said we initiated 4 people just pulling up. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do. We pull it up. We got a cooler. We kicking it, and just initiating people. Just pouring drinks and giving them brews
yeah,
and having. And then in the other cab before that, just hey, what you need, what you making micheladas. You need a michelada. Yeah,
yeah.
fuck it, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Let's
y'all need
do it.
some food.
Yep.
I mean, it's just so great to be out there and see all the peoples, man. I'm lucky enough to see them on Friday nights and Saturday and wherever, and just having a good old time, man. It was
Nothing like Raider Nation, man. I'm out here, like I said, I'm out here in Georgia, and I'm always raided up with something on. Man, I'm out here gang banging. You know what I'm saying? And it
right.
always you either bring Raider fans to you,
Yep.
or it starts a conversation with other people. How
Yeah.
about, oh, well, I see Raider Nation, huh? Yes, sir, for sure. In Georgia, that's what they. So it's always love, man. Raider fans, always wear your gear, always show your shit, man. Never, ever,
Yeah.
ever stand down, bro. Stand on your 10 toes,
Never.
man. We Raider
Never.
fans, and that's what we do. You know what I
That's what we
mean?
do, baby. That's
That's
what
what
we
we
do,
do,
man.
bro. Yeah.
Bro, for real, man. We that's exactly what we do. GQ's back, baby. Glitching
And I'm
back,
back.
Hey.
glitching back in, man. And purple and gold, man. We got to be better in the red zone, man. Jimmy G is one of the in the career, man. I'm not like I'm a big Jimmy G fan, but I am now because he's on our team. But numbers don't lie in his career. So people could say, and you're gonna hear this because this is one thing the Niner fans was trying to argue with me about that how weak Jimmy G is, and we got him now, and we should have kept Carr and shut the fuck up. But they were like, oh, well, he only won because of the defense. He only won because of the defense. And that's what they kept saying. And you know what I said?
Right.
Okay. Well, he also, in his career, through the history of the game, is like number 5 all time in the goddamn red zone. And if last year we would have had them games that I just talked about where we had 17-point leads in blue by less than a touchdown, if we would have had scored touchdowns in the red zone instead of field goals, we'd have won them games. So, I mean,
This is one thing. Let me give y'all some ammunition. Ammunition, Raider fans. Whenever they come at you with Jimmy G was only good because of the defense, just remind them that when they traded for him, that year they traded for him and got him from New England, they were like 0-10 or 1-10 or some shit. And he came in there and won 5 games in a row.
yep.
And then from that point on, their franchise elevated. Then they went to playoffs. Then they went to Super Bowl. Just remind
Mm-hmm.
them of that though.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfuckers forget, bro. We
Yep.
football fans. I remember all that shit, dog, because I was mad they was winning. I wanted them to go like 1 and
Hell man.
15.
Hell man. That
Right.
one year they brought him over, they won like them last 5. I remember I had a bet
Dude,
with a
nothing.
Niner fan, and I think we lost 4 out of our last 5, and we ended up with the same record. So I thought I had that money in the bag, bro.
Had easy money.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing changed but him.
Yep.
Their defense
I mean,
got
we
better
remember
over
that.
time, so their defense became the leader of the pack. But
Right.
that wasn't how it was when he first got there.
Right.
Exactly.
Just some ammunition for y'all Raiders, man. We family, man. When y'all arguing, I'm just trying to give y'all the right stuff to say.
I mean, and if you want to take what the Niners said, and want some optimism out of it, okay, well, you can look at our defense this year. I mean, so far, and you can feel optimistic about the direction the defense is going. We have a top running game because that was the second excuse, right? Oh, well, Jimmy, he had a top rushing game. You know what I mean? That's why he was successful. Well, okay, well, there you go. Well, you gotta have to have somebody that protects him. Well, we have a top 10 line. They're gonna be better. Okay, right. Well, there you go. Well, he's comfortable using tight ends as a safety blanket, so you gotta have a good tight end. Okay, well, looks like we got a couple of those there on the roster. You feel me? Looks like we got the number one receiver in the NFL on the roster. I think we got the number two receiver in Jacoby Myers on the roster. You know what I'm saying? So when they're talking about, well, the only reason why Jimmy had success is because he had this and this and this and this. So are we saying that he's going to be successful? You know what I mean?
Right.
We got that.
What are we talking about? You know what I mean? What are we talking about?
Yes, sir. Yep. I love it. I'm excited. I'm ready, bro.
Bro, so ready. So ready.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, right? Because everybody's talking about it, right? So let's talk about it. It's preseason, but yes, it happened. There were hella Niner fans out here. They were in the stadium. They were buying tickets. But the thing is, you gotta pay for that shit, y'all. You gotta pay for that shit. That means that every last one of those Niner fans bought all those tickets. They bought their plane tickets. They bought their hotel rooms, and they brought their asses out here. And this is not their home team, right? This is they just travel like that. Right. So when the Raider fans is like, oh, look at that. The stadium is. Were you here?
Right.
Did you come?
Right.
Did you show up to fill that seat that Niner person had? You know what I'm saying? And they came all the way out here to collectively go home with that L. So all that sea of red, the motherfuckers
like an ugly L too. That was
ugly. You feel me? Exactly. That sea of red that y'all saw, and it's like, look at that shameful stadium. That will never happen in Oakland. I'm gonna tell you what. In the latter years of Oakland, I don't think y'all remember, and I'm not saying this every week, but there was games when motherfuckers came in there and filled that stadium up. Y'all act like it would never happen. It would never happen in Oakland. Y'all fucking capping, bro. I was there. I've been there and seen the stadium filled up with other fans. Come on, man. Come on. But it was in the latter years when our winning wasn't so prominent. That's what happens when you don't win. Motherfuckers don't want to show up.
Motherfuckers want to pay the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of cats don't want to pay the bread. I totally feel you on that, GQ. The one thing I will say, the only thing where Oakland was different was whether it was the Bay, whether it was Oakland, whether it was the reputation from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, motherfuckers weren't going to just pull up disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers wasn't going to pull up disrespectful, but we knew it was going to be an issue moving to Vegas because it's different. It's new. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep some, everybody got to figure it out. But that Raider mystique, man, I want to keep that alive so bad. And I loved every time another team pulled up super deep in Oakland. I think not the fans, I think the players took it as a disrespect, which is big. And it's like with this Vegas shit, you can see the other team's fans. So I'm just hoping that the players keep that and want to squash the other team because of that disrespect. Right. And like we said, man, when you win, I mean that brings everybody bandwagon, whatever. Don't nobody want to waste their money. I'm gonna come regardless, travel, all the shit, but you got to win. That's big.
Yeah, you got to win. And Oakland was different. Don't make no mistake about it. I'm not trying to put it to like it wasn't different. You know what I mean? I know you wasn't. It's different, bro. It's different. 1,000% different, bro.
I know you wouldn't. I just had to clarify.
Yeah, buddy, it's different,
Yeah.
but I'm just pleading for everyone to build that shit here. You know what I mean? Like I
Right.
understand that
Most definitely.
the anger and the angst and the people that's from the Bay that don't want to fuck with it. I'll fuck that, you know. But I'm saying it's gonna take everybody to build that shit, bro. We has to.
Yes,
This is where
sir.
the home team. This is where the home field is at, y'all. This is where it's not moving
Period.
nowhere. This is where we at. So, I mean, unless everybody come together, me and Fitz was talking about it at the Crabtree event. We was talking about because we was saying, you know, how Oos Nation is getting their tailgate cracking, and we was saying like every club that called themselves a club should have their own section in the tailgate. You should have your own booth, one booth, or you know what I mean? Even if it's just one stall, whatever it is that you call yourself, because that way, instead of just, well, no, we're just going to assimilate with these people. Nah, spread that shit out. You know what I mean? Spread that shit out.
Yeah.
Get your own section. If you a club, if you got your own shit, get a booth. You know what I mean? Get your section so that we can grow
Man,
that shit. We can grow and build and have
GQ, I
everybody
mentioned that earlier, man. If you need everybody needs to tap in with Oos Nation, man, Mr. Fitz, man. Them dudes is really doing some stuff, getting fans at the game, having party the whole weekend with package deals, bro. So if y'all don't know, now you know, but you need to tap in with that, man. They doing something real good, bringing a lot of cats. They from the, you know, LA area, so they bringing a lot of cats, bus loads of people from the LA area, man. We got, like GQ said, we got to keep it alive. We gotta, that's super raw.
You feel me?
Yep.
And that's why Thor, me and Thor was talking about it, and we was like, yeah, we trying to branch off and have the Super Hood tailgate, right? The Red Nation Drinking Club Super Hood tailgate, our own shit. Because usually we partying with the Black Hole, we partying with whoever, but we trying to have our own little section too, where we gonna do the initiations. You know what I mean? Do the same drinking the blood of the enemy. You know what I mean? All the same shit that niggas used to do. Bringing that shit back, some new shit, some different shit. The flip cup games. You know what I mean? Beer pong, whatever it is that we doing. We trying to have it just to bring just different energy. Whatever your club bring some different energy, but bring that Raiders shit. We need everybody. It's not no separation. It's not no, well, I'm this and I'm that and I'm this booster or that boot. Nah, bro. We Raiders.
We Raider fans.
The nation, bro.
Pull up.
Everybody. Pull up from everywhere, man. From everywhere. Wherever you at.
Hey, I got a couple plane tickets, man. I'm coming out there for a couple games off top. There might be some more, but I ain't got no tickets yet, man. It's all gonna get figured out, you know.
Yeah.
But you gotta just pull up, man. I'm gonna pull up and hang out with Raider Nation, man.
For sure, man. GQ just glitched out again, but it's all good, bro. Cause you know we finna call it pretty quick here. I know you out in Atlanta, man, and it's midnight out there and all that shit, man. And you know
it's midnight. I'm finna go back in the cigar bar.
I had a weekend, you know, it was game day weekend, Q. So you know I'm over here, and plus it's still like 100 degrees out here, 90, maybe like 95 right now, but it's hot sitting out here, man, and I'm sweating just from the alcohol from this weekend and all that. I don't know, that Friday night I had me like 3 good stogies at events, and I was toe up from the flow up, bro. Man, I was on one, bro. I was on one. So, you know, after that was Friday. So now I'm already hurting again for Saturday and Sunday. So we're going to call it a night here, man. It's, you know, good to be back here, man. For sure.
Always.
Man. And man, we close. We under a month, man. And Big Mike, man, you always welcome out here, bro. You always welcome all y'all. Everyone always welcome out here, and you know we represent out here. You see us around. You know, I actually saw a bunch of people just coming up, hitting me up, hey Thorda, and then whatever. Cool with everyone, man. Everyone's cool with us. You know, we easy like Sunday morning, man. You know, on a Raider Sunday, you got Raider stuff on you, family, baby. You know, so. You come holler at us, man, drink with us, whatever. Give us a hug, a high five, whatever. We good to go.
Yes, sir.
For sure, man. So anyway, it was a great day. It was a great way to start off the first preseason game, man. And I can't wait. I can't wait for the season and shit, man. And you be safe out there in the ATL, my brother.
Yes, sir, for sure, man. I'll be back like Wednesday.
Okay, for sure. All good, man. I holler at you. Thursday or something, Wednesday night or some shit.
All right, for sure. It's all good, man. Shout out Raider Nation. Thanks everybody for tapping in
Right
tonight.
on, Red Nation again. Thank everyone who was in here tonight. Purple and Gold, Big Mike. Everyone who was in here all night. Melissa, Tamika. I know everyone was in here.
Everybody,
GQ was
man.
in
Jaime,
all night. D Menace, my boy.
Suave, everybody.
Yeah, most def, man. Much love to all y'all, man. We up out of here, Raider Nation all day, baby. Yee.